That's wicked smart.
Wicked. Oh God, don't get us started on Boston.
Yeah, don't even get us started. Don't get me started.
My assistant brewer and I just like yell at each other in Boston accents
Oh God.
all day. Oh, you got smart pack? Goes with my smart spadge over here.
So much better than our accent too. Ours starts with like a hint of Boston and quickly makes a right turn and goes to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know in New York.
It's like the less annoying version, you know?
Yeah, I can't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't try to. It just ends up that way.
It's like not only is it like the Oz, but it's like the Oz.
Yeah, like sauce.
Sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you still park your car, but you make your own sauce.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg. I'm being joined by my running mate and partner in hops, Flex. What's up, buddy?
We just need votes. Please,
Yeah, vote for us.
Please vote for us.
Stop voting for Pedro. Vote for us.
Yeah. That's like so 20 years ago.
Right. Sorry. Not a hip reference.
We're old.
I know. It's really depressing. Like, oh, that movie came out. Oh, fuck. 20 years ago. Ugh. What's going to be really depressing is when I can get to the point where I can say I started drinking 20 years ago, like legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never thought about that. Now I just got really sad.
Yeah. I don't want to hit 41. So, anyways, definitely nowhere near 41 and the worst transition ever. It's our friend Monica. What's happening?
Hi.
We convinced her to come back for another week.
That's
Dragged
like
her out of the brewery.
Uplifting transition for her. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so
She's the youngest one here, yeah. So, and it shows. We're old as fuck.
Yeah, my back hurts every day. That's how old I am.
Does. I bet it does. Anyways, thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. Find us all on the socials. Craft Beer Republic. Flex Me Beer _ in between. Momo Go Go with all the O's at the end,
all
right?
The O's.
Like
Momo Go Go.
If your keyboard still works, keep hitting the O's. And of course, you can find her slinging suds, making suds, not slinging suds, over at Pedals and Pints, Thousand Oaks, California. And they're on the grams, Pedals and Pints, and all the other socials as well. And I guess I should really introduce you as like the star of Pedals Instagram.
Oh gosh, please don't.
You are making appearances left and right on there.
Yeah.
I know it's your favorite activity.
Oh my gosh. When he does a video of me, oh, it's so bad.
It's my favorite because I know how bad you hate it.
It's not even that I hate it. It's just that right when you put the camera on me, everything that I was going to say just pees out the side of my head. Like,
You have your notes already. Like, oh, we're going to talk about this beer.
Yeah.
It's got these hops in it and this. And go.
Legitimately, I would be like, Wiley, this is what I'm going to say. I'll say the whole thing. And
Right.
then he turns the camera on and I'm like, I don't know.
It's 10:33. I told her what time it was.
This is Single Speed, a beer that I've made 400 times at this point.
Right.
Can't talk about it
Good
because
news. Still tastes the
there's
same.
a light on me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Turns into Scott. It's got hops and tropicals. Tell me more.
Recently started using more hops.
Hops.
It's raining hops.
That's not the one I was looking for, but it's the closest one I can
It
find with
worked.
hops in it.
Well,
Yeah. It's
get a better soundboard.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll buy a new one. It's always weird when the camera turns on, like no matter how prepared you are. Or...
He had like a whole lighting setup too. It was very professional. And I was like,
Did he get you a teleprompter?
no,
Come on.
not that I would have
way
been
too
able to
professional.
read that either.
Why?
Like,
It's the best. I've done teleprompter stuff. It is so
ooh,
easy.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
you say it out, and this now with like Siri and stuff, you could just like describe the beer into your phone and then have it type it out, you know,
It might help
and then
for
plug
me to
it
like
into your teleprompter.
be able to look at something
Yeah.
because I just wanted to talk to Wiley
Mm.
the whole time. And that was like looking away from the camera.
Right, but he wants you to stare at the lens.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the prompter, it's in front of the lens, so you're staring at the lens.
That's nice.
And reading. Tell Wiley
Yeah.
to call me.
Yeah.
I know
What do teleprompters go for nowadays, Greg?
they're not. You can get cheap ones. You can get them for less than $1,000. So
Yeah, he gets a teleprompter just for me.
Yeah, you deserve it.
I'm not gonna. Every time I do see Monica on a video, I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe she's doing that.
I know, right? Crazy.
I know how bad she wants to be. They're doing this right now.
Honestly, drank a bunch of double IPA before I got on camera. And then I was like, oh shit, I drank too much double IPA before I got on camera.
That's when it goes bye-bye.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Not that I needed any help with that.
No. Well, the worst, like even for me when I'm doing the show, like if I do an interview sometimes, like a one-on-one interview, and I'll come back here and I'll record like a quick intro and a quick outro where it's like, hey, we talked to so-and-so, check out the website, blah, blah, blah. I know what I'm going to say. And I hit record. I'm like, so go, oh, fuck, is it pedalsandpints.com?
Where am I going?
Or is it? Fuck,
what was I saying?
On. You just listen to me talking to myself for 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, fine. I will write this out.
Yes.
Or I'll do bullet points. I can't read, so I do bullet points. So I can...
I never learned to read.
Well, my sister, I don't know if you know this, Flex. My sister's getting married next year. Have you seen anything online about it?
You've got to be kidding me. She is?
I know it's a big secret. She told me, she admitted to me that she had considered having me do like officiate the wedding.
That's pretty cool. You're not. Yeah, I would pay you to officiate my wedding.
Oh,
I would get divorced just to have you officiate my remarriage.
Re-wedding?
Yeah. If you get divorced, we're getting married. So don't.
That's a given.
Yeah.
Duh.
But she said the problem is you don't read. And I'm like, and she's like, and you don't memorize. I was like, just give me some bullet points. I don't. Yeah.
You can stand up there with a really big, nice portfolio.
I know what I need. Like here, the important legal things that I have to like, and do you and by the state of whatever. I'll read those word for word. But the rest of it, just let me wing it a little bit. Have a couple bullet points.
Yeah,
I will absolutely talk shit.
You're funny enough.
Thanks.
You're clever enough.
And doggone it, people like me.
And you're good looking enough, you know?
Oh,
like, why not?
Wait till I turn the filters off.
Just do it.
Yeah, just Nike.
So
anyways, we're here with the star of Pedals and Pints Instagram page.
I don't accept that title. No, thank you.
Well, it's being handed out. All right. Before we get any further, let's drink some drinks over here.
It's your dick shadow. You get it?
I'm trying to pull up the Untapped notes while I see you jerking off your shadow. It's very distracting.
Now I got two shadows.
Oh, now you've got two.
Ski trip. I'll talk about why we're drinking this beer in just a second, but we are drinking Black Hammer Brewing's Cuddle Puddle. It's a New England
Cuddle Puddle.
It's an NEIPA, 6%, 30 IBUs, has a 3.82 on Untapped, and they say, Cuddle Puddle, our core hazy IPA, is bursting with Juicy Cryo Citra, Idaho 7, and Galaxy Hop, and is one of the smoothest, haziest hazies we've ever brewed. We get pink guava, peach ring, passion fruit, mango, Valencia orange, lime, and lychee. I like this a lot. It is super crushable. It doesn't drink thick like an NEI. It drinks really like a pale to me, like a hazy pale.
Yeah. Has a little bit of dryness at the end.
Yeah.
I definitely get all of those fruity notes. Delicious.
There's a lot of fruit jammed in there. The schnoz is not quite as heavy as the flavor is. I really get the tropical stuff like the mango and the passion. And that one shines through for me a lot. So
yeah, but very citrusy in the nose.
Yes.
It's nice and refreshing.
It is so crushable. And 6%, I mean, it's right in the, yeah. You can have a couple of these, not get fucked up kind of range. And it's good times. So Black Hammer Brewing, little story for y'all. Went to San Francisco last week on a work trip. Last minute work trip. Boss was like, I need you to go up to San Francisco for a day. I was literally up there for like 22 hours or something.
Okay.
Okay. And so get done at night on a Thursday night. And my plan was I'm going to go over to the Anchor Public House and have like one last Anchor steam. And if they let me buy some to take home, take some home or whatever. Well, we didn't get done with work till like 9 o'clock and they'd already stopped serving food and they were almost closed. And I was like, fuck, I'll find something closer. So I just Googled brewery and this place popped up. Never heard of it. Black Hammer Brewing. Went, got a flight, started with my typical. I did Hellas, Hazy Pale, which was called Old Greg. And I really wanted that, but they didn't have
I like it.
This one and a West Coast. Just a nice little like flight of all their styles or some of their styles. I liked them all. They were all really, really good. And so I got cans of this, brought it back. I had a couple pints after that, then had a nice little buzz. Couldn't find anything to eat. Apparently San Francisco closes early now. It was so fucking
That's weird.
I haven't been there since, this is my first trip on a plane since COVID.
Oh.
I haven't flown in forever.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't flown forever, and I flew last week. I'm going to fly in a couple weeks. I'm going to fly in a few more weeks after that. All of a sudden it's stacking. But it was weird. I haven't been to San Francisco since COVID, and before like I'd go up there for work, and I could just take a walk at 11:30 and everything's open. You want some food, go get some Chinese food, whatever.
Yeah.
Now like nothing is open. It was super weird and
That's
creepy.
weird.
And yeah, I was talking to one of my coworkers who lives up there. He's like, "Oh yeah, COVID really changed things around here." And I was like, "Oh,
So did you ever eat anything? That's my question.
I finally found this Indian food place that was open until 3 a.m. They delivered. So
Wow.
I dashed them to my hotel room, and it was pretty good. I woke. Here's the problem: don't eat Indian food at like 12:30 at night, and then immediately go to bed. Because I woke up a little like rut-row.
Yeah. It's like a volcano's about to blow.
Yeah. So, oof. But it was good. It was tasty, and had one of the beers, one of the 4-pack beers. So it was good. Of course, I smuggled beer back whenever I fly. I always fly Southwest, so I bring a couple of gallon Ziplocs with me. Ziploc the beers, jam them in some clothes for padding, and check a bag.
Yep.
Never had a problem. Knock on wood. So,
They don't seem to care.
no,
honestly.
I mean, as long as you check it, they don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Lady at the airport. So I flew Burbank to Oakland, and back the other way. So I'm in Oakland Airport waiting to come home, and I'm at this. It's really a wine bar, but they had some good beer on tap. They had Altamont, like all Altamont beers, and they had one of their IPAs. So I was drinking some Altamont, which is always a good time. And the lady next to me, like one table over, she's drinking white wine like grapes are running out. And she's also on the phone complaining to her girlfriends. She had 2 or 3 different calls, how horrible her husband is, and that she's been drinking for the last 6 weeks straight. Like, she needed to shut up a little bit. Like, everyone could hear everything she was saying. At one point, she started singing into the phone.
What?
But like covered her phone. So like, oh, we can't hear her. Everyone could hear her.
Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious. She was a little tipsy, a little weird. And she was doing what we call the Wiley, where she doesn't finish her drink. Flex, you know this, right?
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Everyone around here knows what Wiley does. Never. The only time we got him to finish his drink is when he had COVID because he couldn't taste it. So good. But she was doing that to her wine. And the best part was at one point, the waitress walks over, like, "Oh, you want another one?" Yeah. So she brings her another one, and she brings her the same thing of what she had just had this time. So the waitress takes her almost empty wine, pours it into her new one.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, hero." And I was like, Wiley would have lost his shit if that happened. So then she gets up and leaves with almost, I'd say slightly more than half a glass of wine. And the waitress goes, ma'am, like full on ma'amed her. She's like, "What?" She goes, "Your wine." She goes, "Oh, I got to go." She goes, "Your wine, take it to go." And she's like,
"What?"
I got to go. And she goes, "Hold on." And she gets a plastic cup, pours it, and hands it to her and says, "Don't forget your wine." And the lady's just looking at her like, she goes, "You can drink anywhere in the airport. You just can't take it through a gate."
Wow.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That was aggressive.
It was so aggressive. I was like, not all heroes wear capes.
Wow.
Some pour wine into plastic cups.
That's awesome.
Some do.
Yeah.
Some do.
I was so amazed. Like totally tracked her down. I was like, ma'am,
Ugh.
do not leave your wine you paid for.
It's just like how you say she totally mammed her.
Yeah.
Ugh. If somebody poured my like old beer into my new beer, I'd lose my shit.
It's a little different with the beer.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh, that's
warm.
the warm.
Yeah.
I purposely wasn't drinking it.
I understand what Wiley does because it is warm. But like
I had a weird uncle, or like my mom's uncle, who was a germaphobe, so he wouldn't eat the ends of his French fries because his finger touched it.
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very weird.
So we'd have a bunch of French fry
your own
nubs.
germs.
Right. Wash your
Yeah.
hands. If you're worried about it, wash your fucking hands. So anyways, it always reminds me of
Soap
that.
does work.
So they say. So I've heard. But yeah, she totally got mammed and chased down. That was great. I was cracking up. I was like live texting Shannon while it was going on. I was like, oh my God, she just mammed her. She tried to Wiley her wine and she mammed her.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah. And she wasn't that old. She was probably like early to mid 40s. I was like, oh, you just got mammed.
I still don't think mam's offensive.
It's not.
It's not, but it makes you feel, I don't know, when people do this. I don't know. Sir's not as bad for some reason. Like, I feel like Miss is like okay, but ma'am's like, you're old. Hey, ma'am. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Miss, you're assuming that the person isn't, married or whatever, right? That's how you always learned it in school.
Oh, yeah.
Like Miss and Ms. were not
they're kind of universal, though. Like, 'cause there's two different. Miss is not married, and then like Ms. is just universal, I think, or something like that.
Or is it the opposite?
I can't remember.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Send us back to school.
Words.
Words, they're hard.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard. Needing the beer so I can say words better. So that was my trip. It was good times, good beer. Wish I could have gone to Anchor one last time, but maybe
that would have been cool.
Maybe the by the time this releases, I'm sure there's going to be news, but maybe the employees will have had a chance to buy it out. We'll see. All right, since I'm on such a chat GPT kick these days.
You? What?
I know. I love it, man. I've had it write some voiceover scripts for work for me. Obviously, last week we had it write my presidential speech. A few weeks ago, I said I'd write your wife a letter trying to excuse you to go to GABF.
That was hilarious, by the way.
So here, I want to read for everyone the letter that ChatGPT came up with. It's lengthy. I might cut myself off at some point, but it says, "Dear Mrs. Flex." Oh, by the way, I had to tell it that Mrs. Flex was your wife's name because it kept saying like insert name here, and I was like, no, the name is Mrs. Flex. So now ChatGPT knows. Dear Mrs. Flex, I hope this letter finds you in excellent health and high spirits. I write to you today with a sincere and respectful request regarding Mr. Flex, your esteemed husband. As someone who deeply values personal and professional growth, I humbly ask you your kind permission to allow Mr. Flex to attend the Great American Beer Festival, a prominent event taking place in Denver. The Great American Beer Festival is widely regarded as the foremost beer event in the United States, attracting renowned brewers, industry experts, and enthusiasts from across the nation. The festival presents a unique opportunity for Mr. Flex to immerse himself in the world of craft beer, gain invaluable insights, forge meaningful connections, and stay abreast of the latest trends and innovations within the industry.
I love staying abreast.
I figured you would. Considering Mr. Flex's exceptional passion for the science of fermentation and his dedication to the craft, his attendance at the Great American Beer Festival would be an exceptional opportunity for his professional development. The festival offers an array of workshops, seminars, and networking sessions where he can engage with leading experts, exchange experiences, and acquire new skills that will undoubtedly enhance his knowledge base and proficiency in his field of interest. I understand the significance of Mr. Flex's responsibilities and commitments, and I assure you that I have carefully considered the implications of his absence during the proposed period. In consultation with his immediate supervisor, we have evaluated his workload and have received assurance that his absence will not impede the smooth operation of his duties. Adequate arrangements will be made to ensure continuity during his temporary absence. Furthermore, it is important to know that all costs, this is my favorite, it totally puts the cost on you.
I know, I love, this was my favorite part of the entire letter.
Furthermore, important to note that all costs with Mr. Flex's attendance at the Great American Beer Festival will be borne by his personal funds. This includes travel expenses, accommodation, and any incidental costs. Mr. Flex is fully cognizant of his responsibilities and has made appropriate provisions to ensure that his absence will not impose any financial burden on your family. I firmly believe that Mr. Flex's participation in this esteemed event will not only benefit his personal growth, but also contribute to our community. By expanding his knowledge and expertise in the craft beer industry, he will be better equipped to make valuable contributions to the success and advancement of our local brewing scene upon his return. I kindly request your understanding and support for this endeavor. Your approval will not only encourage Mr. Flex's personal development, but also demonstrate your commitment to fostering a culture of growth and enrichment within our family and community. Thank you for your kind attention to this matter. I remain at your disposal should you have any additional information or have any concerns. Your prompt response would be greatly appreciated, as it would allow us sufficient time to finalize the necessary arrangements. Wishing you continued success, happiness, and prosperity. Sincerely, Greg.
That's crazy.
I told ChatGPT, I was like, I need a letter to Mrs. Flex allowing Mr. Flex to go to GABF in September in Denver, and I need it to sound very fancy and businessy.
Very fancy.
Did you say businessy?
I think I did, or maybe I said I need a business letter, but I did say it needs to sound fancy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it was fancy.
Yeah. It's very
It was
long-winded too.
Too fancy.
Too fancy. So good time. So hopefully your wife will hear this and
Yeah, she's gonna listen the
Yeah.
morning it drops.
yeah. That'd be your worst nightmare. She finally listens to the show.
That is my hope that one, like, she just never listens. Like, I don't even
Yeah.
think she understands how to listen to a podcast.
What
And
year is
for
her
that,
car?
I'm forever grateful.
Yeah. What year is her car? Should I just put a bunch of emojis in every episode? She'll never make it through the intro.
Perfect.
Keeps crashing. Oh, that was lengthy in having to read. So let's have Flex talk so I can take a drink over here.
I don't know. My face hurts from laughing.
Such a good letter. I'm going to print it out and mail it over.
I don't know.
It's
You-
really good. It is
Yeah.
a really good one.
You think it'll work?
I think it will.
Yeah.
Your sister was messaging me last week. You want me to talk? I'm going to talk a little bit.
Oh, I was going to
Yeah.
hit the question, but yeah, talk
No,
it up.
yeah, nothing weird.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But she was drinking some beer that she had thought I had, and it was
mhm.
from it was like a Glutenberg
Yeah.
Brewing or something like that. And
Your
I-
response made me crack up.
well, that's what I'm really pissed that she didn't laugh.
She didn't
Right?
get it. I'd explain to her what it
she
was.
said, "Have you ever had Glutenberg beer?" And I said, "Like Steve Glutenberg?"
I laughed. I was also drunk.
Dude, that's
It's
so
a good one.
Such a good comeback.
Yeah.
And I even had to, like, there was no response, so I'd say, I know it's Gutenberg. Like, I had to paraphrase that.
Right. She had no idea who that was. I had to look it up for her so she
Really?
could see what he looked like. Yeah.
Well, that's embarrassing on her part.
Right. I was like,
And
he's
then
an American treasure. How do you not know
Her
who he is?
response was, "You tasted that guy?" And I said, "You wouldn't?" I mean, that man was the king of the 80s,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Police Academy owned the world, you know, and
Yeah.
Three
He was
Men and a whatever.
98 versions of Police Academy.
Yeah, and Three Men and a baby and a little lady and, you know, dude,
Just
just
dirty.
fucking Short Circuit. I mean, Steve
Short
Gutenberg
Circuit,
was
yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
And it just really bummed me out that she didn't understand.
Fucking kids these days.
That's crazy. So young.
Yeah. Kids.
Goddamn young kids.
Yeah. Don't have them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that out loud?
I think I agreed to that. Just
Yeah. Except for yours. Yours are great, and they're artists, and they make labels for us.
Yeah.
All right. Let's find out what Flex is drinking over there.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us.
Don't move, you
One
lose the shadow.
man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
What is
Okay.
he drinking?
so today, this is like maybe my favorite beer of all time that I've ever had on the show.
Wow, big words.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's pretty crazy. It's like my heart's racing so fast.
Take it easy. Take a breath.
Okay, so I went out to the beer store, and I like calling it the beer store because my kids call it the beer store.
I
Aw.
like it.
Right? It's like where Dad goes to get the beer store.
Yeah.
And I'm perusing, and I'm like, all right, like I'm really gonna try and find some algorithmic beers, right? That's what I'm all
Right.
about.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been kind of getting away from that because I'm just like, oh, this sounds good, or, you know, I don't care about how much that is. And I've been getting fucking burned, Greg. Motherfucking
Oh.
burned.
You
And
don't
I
want to go away
hate
from
it.
the tried and true.
No. So I found this beer, and the can art caught my eye because it straight up says Voltron on it, and it has
Mhm.
a picture of a Voltron cat. And I'm like, how can you do that? How can you
Right.
put a licensed,
Sounds like some infringements of sorts.
right? Although they do have the Universal logo
Okay.
right there on the label, so they
All
must
right.
have went through something or another to
Yeah,
do
they got
this.
some permissions.
So anyway, this label crossed my eye, and I'm like, all right, that's fucking crazy.
It's a cool looking label.
And it's really cool. And then I looked at what kind of beer it was. Greg, can you guess what kind of beer it was?
A hazy?
Oh my gosh, it is a hazy IPA.
What?
Wow.
I don't know how
I
I,
said,
came up with that.
all
First
right.
guess.
That's
Crazy.
pretty fucking nuts, right? And then,
Monica's
You know,
surprised.
I'm so surprised.
I throw the finger in the middle of the 4-pack, heyo, and I lean it forward just to see what they priced that 4-pack at to know if I'm going to like scoff or if I'm going to go, oh
Can I
my
guess?
God. Go ahead, guess the price.
$26.
Oh, she doesn't know Wisconsin.
$18.99.
This 4-pack was $9.99.
What?
What?
Yes.
This
is
costs
like
a pint at some places.
fucking crazy.
That's what one can cost.
One can.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you gotta, my mindset right now, like inside my head, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, this gotta be priced wrong. Somebody fucked this shit up,
Right.
and this is not priced right.
It's got to ring up for double.
So when I spin the can, and it's a 7.5% ABV
Oh my gosh.
hazy IPA. I'm like, I don't even care if this tastes like shit at this point, right? I'm gonna buy this fucking beer.
Did you go buy a lotto ticket too?
I did not.
You should have.
But I just trusted in the algorithm. That was my whole concept right here. My purchasing concept. The plan was live in the algorithm. And now I just cracked it tonight. I literally bought the beer today. Tried it for the first time today. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Garbage.
So it says it's a hazy, right? First things first.
And
That's
it's
a hazy, right?
Definitely a hazy. Not one of those bullshit hazies that's see-through.
I wish I can grab both of your noses and shove them in this beer.
Whoa.
I do.
Not dirty.
Like just total. I'd stick mine in there too. We'd all go, you know,
Smell-o-vision,
like a little nose threesome. And there is so
Menose a trois.
so much guava coming out of this beer
It's your favorite.
because it was brewed with a thiolized yeast as well. I left that part out. I didn't even read the fucking goddamn description on this beer either because I'm so excited about it. So it's thiolized yeast, mosaic. Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy hops. Just loads and loads of this guava. I don't know if you've ever smelled fresh guava. Yes. No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Monica has.
Yes.
Monica definitely has.
Guava's delicious.
Yes.
I
You
prefer my
got to
guava
get your
in my
nose
beer.
in some of that, Greg. So I'm like, all right, you got to be kidding me with this much guava in this beer. Got to be kidding me. I'm so excited.
It's a joke, right?
Then I'm all like, all right, I guess we'll try it with the tongue jobber.
Oh, daddy.
And I dabble into this beer. And I go,
longest build-up ever.
oh, yeah.
The Kool-Aid man is here.
It burst through walls.
Because there is just so much guava flavor just ripping out of this beer. Like it is pouring and heaping everything guava. And all I'm going to do is fill up a bathtub with this beer and just live in it. I don't even want to eat. I just want to stay in this bathtub and soak it in till I fucking die. This
I love it.
is
here
my
for it.
favorite beer I've ever had on the show.
Wow.
Wow. Big words.
Wow.
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 A chorus
is
of
unreal.
Wow.
So, and I didn't get into the specifics yet because I'm not excited. So it's from Hands Brewing,
Okay.
and they're located in St. Louis, Missouri.
So it doesn't even matter at this point.
Not a big
Mhm.
fan of Missouri, even lesser of a fan of St. Louis.
Hmm.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Oh.
Um,
I was
and
like
it's
Budweiser?
it's
or?
a collaboration with Narrow Gauge Brewing.
Oh,
I forgot to look up where they were from. I apologize, Narrow Gauge.
near the train track.
But this is a series of a beer, okay? So this is volume 1. And they say it's the first part in a 6-part series of collaborations with breweries from around the country to bring Voltron to life. How cool is
Aw,
that?
I like that.
So it says volume 1 is a hazy IPA brewed with narrow gauge. Oh yeah, they're in Missouri as well.
Yeah, I just looked it
Florissant,
up. Yeah.
Missouri?
Florissant. Yeah.
It says to impart tons of citrusy hop flavor and aroma without substantial upfront bitterness. We mash hopped with yeah, that's weird.
Mash hopped.
Hopped with Citra, Mosaic, and carried out fermentation with Omega yeasts Heliogazer, a thiolized yeast strain that delivers intense notes of guava. Bingo.
So the reason that 4-pack is so inexpensive is because of the thiolized yeast.
Okay.
You can use less hops.
Well, that's great. I think they should do more of that then.
Yes, do it.
It says New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc and stone fruit through a metabolic process called biotransformation. That's way more than I know.
Science.
All I know is this beer kicks all the ass. The thiolized yeast kicks all the ass. And
Yes.
this guava couldn't kick any more ass.
That's amazing. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Sounds-
PSA.
I was really
Yeah.
bummed out. I was going to buy out the whole shelf. This was the only 4-pack on the shelf.
Oh,
Oh, well,
follow
you
the
got
algorithm.
one. That's
Yeah.
good.
I was
Yeah.
lucky. But now I got to try and make it last.
don't. I know you. You'll have it for months and then you'll be sorry because it won't be fresh.
Probably.
Just fucking drink it and enjoy it.
All right.
You're like
You-
my wife.
You win.
Every time. Mash hopping. That's like all the
Yeah.
rage right now.
So that's how you get thiols
Mhm.
out of your or one of the ways you can get thiols out of your beer for thiolized yeast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought that was weird wording.
Yeah.
No,
That's
you
a
put
real
hops
thing.
It's
in the mash.
actually like putting hops in the mash. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
use the other omega thiolized yeast, Cosmic Punch.
I've heard of that one.
And that gives more of like the citrus stone fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not so much on the guava.
Not so much, but I would love to try Helio Glazer now.
Gazer, not Glazer.
Gazer. Helio Gazer.
Helio
Although
Glazer.
Glazer is pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's like an what was that? What's that fucking American Gladiators? It sounds like one of the
Sounds like one of the competitors.
yeah, one of the guys. Glazer.
Even
Glazer.
Helio. Like Helio Glazer sounds like some ripped dude on steroids from the 80s.
It really does. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. That actually kind of crossed my mind as I was reading it.
And at the next event, we have Helio Glazer versus Ted from Atlanta.
Got a little hard while I was reading the description. I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, this guy's jacked.
Some WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't watch that at all.
Nope.
Nope. Never.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Never.
nerds.
Jabronis.
Nerds.
So what do you think? Helio Glazer collab coming up?
Yes.
Let's make like a guava flavored hazy pale.
Yes.
Let's work
I'm
on
down.
that.
I'm down.
Sounds so good. All right, before I
Yeah, I'll make my way right out there.
But we should call it something having to do with Old Greg. Do you know
Yeah.
Old Greg from YouTube?
No. Is
Oh
that
my
what that's
gosh.
from? Is that
That's
the reference?
what that's from.
I just like that my name
Okay.
was on it because I'm a narcissist.
Okay, you need to watch those.
Okay.
But we should call it like, have you ever drunk Bailey's out of a shoe? Which is something that Old Greg said. We should just do like one of his
Okay.
like quotable
One of his-
things that he's said.
Yeah. I'm down for that. He said, have you ever drunk Bailey's out of a shoe?
Yes.
I have a hard time drinking
Uh.
Bailey's out of a glass.
I only know like 2005 YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
Cat
was
playing piano.
2005 YouTube.
Was
Oh,
it?
gosh.
I'm looking that up.
None of us are hip or cool enough. Here, I'm going to buy you some time. Chew called in. The homie Chew Your Beer called in with a voicemail. He tried out a new brewery. So let's check in with Chew.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, yo, what's up, Crappy Republic? Never fear, True Your Beers here. Visited Villains, homie, over the weekend. So here's a quick thing. Went to Monkish. Monkish is amazing, like always, unsung. Nice spot. If you love comic books and Star Wars. Right next to Unsung, there's a taqueria called Gringo's Tacos. Tacos de Gringo. Amazing spot. If you're ever in that area, I
Hand me
would
a tacos.
suggest you go eat there. You can take your beer out from Unsung and walk around the little plaza. There's a winery and a taqueria and Unsung in the same building. And there's communal tables in the center of everything. Also went to Everywhere Beer. Everything there was amazing.
I've been wanting to try that place.
Went to go eat at the Anaheim Packing
Orange
House.
County.
It's in the center of everything. So Unsung's on the left, Monkeys is on the right, and then Villains is a block away. And Everywhere Brewing is like 10 minutes away. Anyway, so went to go eat at fucking the Anaheim Packing House. It's just like a food mall, 2-story stall. Don't go there in the summer, homie. It's so fucking hot and humid. My balls were in my socks when I walked out of there, homie. All right, so let's talk about Villains. Villains is like a restaurant, homes. You pull up, you wait in line to get seated. How many in your party? Then you get seated. It's mainly all outdoors. There's trees, leaves falling on your drinks. We went there for beer, not for food. But you feel like you're being forced to order off the menu. We were only there about 45 minutes. We ordered a kid's meal, cheeseburger and fries, and we split it through the party just to shut them up. So you are kind of forced to order food, and the beer is like second. The beer menu is very small. Then they have a guest tap, and then they have a wine selection. Greg, you've been to Malibu. Is Malibu the same way? Do you feel like you're tortured to order food, or are you left alone and you order at your own discretion or your own free will of what you want? Also got to meet up with Mike from the Tap Room podcast. Hung out with him all day out there, so that was cool. Did a little beer review with his equipment of Unsung Beer. Had a cool time. We left the valley. The valley temperature was 105, I think, and so we went out that way because it was 81, but high humidity because it's close to the water. Anyways, there you go, Greg. Hopefully you can answer that. Is Malibu almost like BJ's, like where you have to order food and the beer comes second? All right,
No.
that's it, homies. Take it easy and peace out, eh?
I mean, who doesn't love BJ's?
What kind?
Right, exactly. Let me see if I can remember all these things and address it in order. Villains, if I'm not mistaken, is the old Modern Times spot in Anaheim with the pool. Villains Brewing took it over.
Oh, okay.
And they also, when they opened it, they partnered with I think he's a barbecue chef. And it's like the whole thing is like, we have good food with our beer. I doubt they would, take you in the back and beat you if you don't order food, but maybe they would. Malibu, not at all.
No, not at all.
In fact, they have a bar, like a small bar. If you just want to go drink, you can go sit at the bar.
And never tortured to order Chef Stroh's food.
Yeah. Boy, is that
Never.
an arm twist.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His food's so good.
So good. We forced Monica and James to come with us one time.
Never forced.
Yeah. So
I
good.
came willingly.
Yeah. We were there last weekend and Chef Stroh was off for the weekend. He was at the X Games.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, do you have the specials menu? Because during the summer, he's always got specials every weekend and usually involves barbecue. And the waitress is like, chef's at the X Games. There's no specials. I was like, God damn it.
What a cool excuse not to be at work, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I think he was cooking at the X Games.
Well, even better.
Oh, that's cool.
I think. I just, that's what, the way she said it made me think like he
Yeah.
was working the X Games or something. So, because he's from Ventura and all that stuff, or lives in, but anyways, yeah, Malibu is never, first of all, like, oh God, please don't make me eat this delicious food.
Wow.
But no, I've gone, in fact, one time I was driving through with Marty, just me and Marty, and we stopped and just had some beers on the patio and bounced. I told him straight up, I was like, hey, just ordering beers. They're like, all right, we won't bug you. Okay.
Well, here's my question. When it's just you and Marty, do you
Uh-huh.
tell Marty that you're going to stop at this place?
Yeah, go, hey, bud, we're
Do
going
you
to stop
talk to
here.
him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who doesn't talk to their dog?
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm just
a
asking
crazy
a
person.
question.
Yeah.
I'm asking a real life question. You say, hey, Marty, we're going to go to Malibu.
Hey, bud. I just go, hey, bud, you want to go? And whenever I say, do you want, he always gets excited.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to go? And he starts wagging his tail.
Yeah.
Oh.
Little doofus.
What a
The
sweetheart.
other thing, he went to that Everywhere whatever brewery in Anaheim.
Mm.
I've never been. I wanted to go. I told this on the show. We ended up at, what's it called? Brewheim in Anaheim. One time we were down there and we're like, oh, let's Google. Brewheim had really good ratings on Google. So did the Everywhere place. And we're like, I've heard of Brewheim. Someone told me about it. Let's try that place. And it was like the worst ever.
Ooh.
Beer was we didn't finish. So bad. We pulled Wiley's on all our beers. We had like a couple flights and we just walked out.
Wow.
But we almost went to the Everywhere place. Instead, we tried. I was like, damn it, we should have gone to the Everywhere every time, whatever it's called.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, I've had one or two at festivals and enjoyed what I had.
Mhm.
And I've heard good things. So I'm glad that's still the case.
Can we circle back to old Greg?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Flex. Air date. August 23rd, 2005.
That's crazy. I guess that in YouTube.
Where were
too
you?
Hard.
Yeah.
I was watching the Unforgettable video a lot. I wasn't
And
like
wrestling.
I wasn't like a YouTuber. I had a lot of friends that like went to college or whatever, and they would come back and show me all these videos that they watched. So like I wasn't the YouTuber. My friends would show me all these videos.
Yeah.
Mhm. I got a video on YouTube in like 2004, 2005 when it was brand new. And because there wasn't a ton, like my video has like 500,000 hits on there.
Oh, wow.
The music video I did for college. Yeah. Didn't hurt that the song ended up being on the Tony Hawk Underground 2 skate
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Cool.
So
Amazing soundtrack, by the way.
yeah, so that was one of the songs on the soundtrack, and we shot the music video for
Yes.
it. And so you
Get
still
the
get
hell
people
out of here.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
I'll send you the link. We still get people commenting on it. It's like, I love Thug 2, and this is my favorite song, and so it's good times.
That is awesome.
Yeah, back when you couldn't even upload HD, so it's like this really shit quality video that we shot in HD on these like really expensive cameras because HD wasn't around then. So it was good times. I'm old. That's all that says. All right, little news before we get out of here. Diageo is going to roll out non-alcoholic Guinness on draft in Ireland.
Oh, please.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, because if there's something the Irish are screaming for, it's more NA beer.
More
Yeah.
NA.
I don't even want Guinness with alcohol in it, let alone the NA version.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
You-
like Guinness. I'm going to say it again. Everybody
Yeah.
knows I don't
Even
like it.
Even
I don't
pre-snob,
either.
I never liked it.
Mm-mm.
It's weird. I also don't like nitro beers.
I'm not big on nitro.
Yeah, I like the bubbles. I like the bubbles on my tongue. Monster. This is wow, boy, is this something we needed. Monster and Arizona are both launching hard tea brands. Mm.
Interesting. Because
Yeah.
let me tell you this, all right? So have you ever had the Monster Rehab energy drinks?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are
They're
they?
fucking delicious.
Mm.
Like, emphasis on fucking and delicious.
Both.
So if they do an alcoholic version of that, I might be in on that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why is it called rehab? Is it like electrolytes for when you're hungover?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Okay.
like the Rockstar Recovery, where it has like the vitamins and the electrolytes and stuff for you to, it doesn't really help,
right.
but it just
No.
makes you think you're doing something good.
It's a trick.
I legit
it's
haven't
delicious.
had like Red Bull, Rocks, or any of those in probably close to 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good for you.
Wow.
Wow.
My heart still wants to explode on a daily basis, but
Yeah.
I haven't had one of those in forever.
Yeah.
What else? Coca-Cola has formed a new subsidiary for their alcoholic beverages brand because they keep scooping up alcoholic things and turning things alcoholic, and they're calling it Red Tree Beverages. So if you see any like RTDs by Red Tree Beverages, that's
Okay.
Coke. A drunk woman points a gun at restaurant staff in Arizona, not Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
While
you
being-
said gun, not grenade. So
Or gator.
Or gator.
Yeah, for woman
Drunk
pointing
Or
woman
at a gator.
points gator.
flamethrower,
Right, flamethrower.
bazooka.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah.
story. My sister-in-law's husband purchased a flamethrower on Amazon
What?
to start his grill
No.
and to burn weeds in the mulch.
What is he going to
Sure.
really use it for?
Well, we witnessed him use it to start the grill and start his fire pit, and it was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It sounded like a jet engine turbine roaring. Like
This would be so dangerous for me.
it was
The
insane.
definition of overkill.
Yeah. I love fire. I love playing with fire. This would be bad news.
All you do, and all you do is like screw it onto a propane tank.
Oh my God.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
has like an igniter on itself.
No.
So you just fucking turn on the tank and you
Oh,
click the
no.
knob and it's like
That can't be
dude,
safe.
it's crazy.
Oh my God.
Must be 13 or older to operate.
My
It was the
Oh.
coolest. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I so want to play with this now. This sounds so much fun.
Just get Amazon it. He got it on Amazon.
Amazon.
I'm pretty sure my wife
He's on a
would murder
list
me.
now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said. That's exactly
never
what
fly
I
again.
said. I'm like, you Google flamethrower and it's like you're automatically on the FBI's like most wanted list.
He's top now.
Yeah.
All right, drunk lady. On Friday around 6:15 p.m., 26-year-old Aaliyah Teresa Mack was with a man at the Angry Cat Crab Shack. I didn't know it was a place. Near Southern, blah, blah, blah. No one cares where. It's in Arizona. It's unknown, their relationship. They skipped their bill, which totaled about $154. Later, Mack reportedly walked back into the busy restaurant, which included children, and waved a gun and pointed it at the staff while trying to load the magazine. It wasn't even loaded yet.
What?
One of the workers threw a chair at her, knocking the gun out of her hands and keeping the gun away from her. The man with Mac allegedly swung a chair at a worker, causing serious injury.
No.
An officer arrived at the restaurant to find a broken front door and multiple live 9mm rounds on the floor. She was booked into jail on charges of disorderly conduct with a weapon and theft for walking out without paying. A PR rep from Angry Crab Shack contacted Arizona's family, which is where the story comes from, to clarify that the restaurant did not serve the woman alcohol because she was already showing multiple signs of intoxication. Please don't sue us, is what they're saying.
Yeah, gotta cover our ass.
Yeah, pretty much. So, way to go, Arizona. Keeping it classy.
That is pretty classy.
Yeah. I love that a worker threw a chair at her. Fucking wrestling shit right there.
That's
Yes.
Yeah. We'll end it with this one because boy, did this need to happen. Hooters, the restaurant, is now serving hard Mountain Dew
Oh my gosh, yes.
Have you had it? Oh, okay. Hooters is the first restaurant chain to serve Boston Beer Company's Hard Mountain Dew nationwide, offering the crossover malt beverage in 58 company-owned restaurants starting this week. Additional locations are expected to be added throughout the rest of the year.
I am going to go try it, though.
You're like,
I'm
now
not
I'm
gonna
going
lie.
to Hooters.
Greg, I do have to tell you, I tried that Sunny D seltzer.
Oh, the seltzer? Uh-huh.
Yes. My sister-in-law and her husband had some friends over for a party, and somebody left it there, and they were just like, here, take it.
Yeah.
It's not good,
No.
but it wasn't bad.
Really? Have
Yeah,
you tried this?
like-
The Sunny
I
D
have
seltzer?
not. I didn't
Oh,
like Sunny D when I was little.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I did at first, and then quickly I'm like, this is the grossest thing ever.
No.
So it's like,
Um,
I hate seltzers. I really do. And I did not like this, but it wasn't like atrocious.
I couldn't finish it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Ugh.
The first couple sips tasted like Sunny D, and then after that, it was just kind of like orange.
Mm.
But
See, to
they're-
me, it didn't taste like Sunny D. It tasted like fake knockoff grocery store brand, like concentrated
yeah.
powdered orange juice.
Oh, like Tang?
Yeah, that sort of. But like not even the real Tang, like, Albertsons brand Tang or whatever.
I wonder how many people who listen to this podcast know what Tang is.
I know what Tang is.
I think it stops here.
Just us.
Yeah. Circle of trust. Yeah, I don't know. But
My grandma used to buy that shit.
Yeah.
she listened to the podcast.
No, she's dead.
Oh, R.I.P. Grams. Way to bring it down.
Super
Going dark.
dead.
Yeah. I couldn't finish it. I think if I had to drink one, I think I'd probably be more excited for the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm
Then
down for that. But
I'd try
honestly, I just think, why ruin Mountain Dew with alcohol?
Yeah, no one thinks
Because
like,
I
"Man,
really
need
like
vodka
Mountain
in
Dew.
this."
Unpopular opinion: Mellow Yellow over Mountain Dew.
Really?
Oh man, I haven't had
Yes.
Mel Yellow
Wow.
since I was a child.
Love me some fucking Mellow Yellow.
Wow.
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 As like junior high, Mountain Dew was the jam.
Yeah.
And then I grew out of it and graduated to Dr. Pepper, and that's been with me ever since.
That is
No.
such a weird graduation.
That is. I've always loved Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like high school, started drinking Mountain Dew. Love it.
I mean, the
You
best.
It's
started
terrible
drinking
for
it
you.
in
It's so
high
bad.
school.
In high school.
Oh man.
Yeah, my parents tried not to have me drink a lot of soda
Smart.
because I'm legit addicted to it. So probably a good call on their part.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Or just made it worse later in life. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, the soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I think Mountain Dew, I think of middle school, Madden, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
all,
Okay,
all
yeah.
we would
Play
do
games.
is like, hang out at somebody's house, play Madden till like 6 a.m, and go through like 2 12-packs of Mountain Dew.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
To be wired.
And like
Did you guys
the
ever?
munchies, like remember the munchies, like the
Oh, the snack mix.
the snack
Yeah.
mix.
Yes, so good.
Didn't it have
So good.
bugles in it or something? Or
No,
I think
it
it
was,
did.
yeah.
it was pretzels, Doritos, Cheetos, and Sun Chips.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, I thought it had bugles
I
in
thought
it
so,
for
too.
like a hot minute.
Nah, Bugles is a totally different.
Is it?
Different
Yeah.
ecosystem.
Honestly, 3D Doritos came back and those are just fucking bugles.
I don't think I've ever
It's
had
a
the
lie.
3D Doritos.
I've never had a 3D
Yeah.
Dorito. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, back in the 2000s, they were like puffed up
Oh,
Doritos chips. These are just bugles.
just bugles. Bugles are the shit. You
Nacho
guys ever?
cheese Bugles are the shit. Any
They
other
are.
Bugles are shit.
I like the pizza ones,
I've never even
Mhm.
seen that.
like a garbage person.
You're- Mountain Dew and pizza bugles. Breakfast of
And
champions.
Funyuns.
Yeah.
Mm.
My
Funyuns are
jam
classic.
Funyuns are so good.
back in the day was all about Surge. You guys
Oh,
ever
I
have
liked
Surge?
Surge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now
Yeah.
that I was addicted to.
Do you
I like
remember the
Surge.
99-ounce can of Surge?
No.
Oh my gosh. We used to ride our bikes down to like the local Walgreens, and they would have these oil can. They would call them, they were like oil can. That's how they advertised them. And they were 99 ounces of Surge for 99 cents.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
So we would run down there and fucking grab those and just go nuts on Surge. Surge
Honestly-
and Warheads. That's what it was all about.
That's so much sugar.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I'm not diabetic. Hey,
Not yet.
Ew.
Give it time.
Beat it.
Yeah. That's insane. I loved at the bottom. If you got the bottle, you could see the sugar sitting
Oh,
at
yeah.
the bottom
Yeah.
of the bottle.
really? I never
Ugh.
looked at that.
Oh yeah. If you had like, obviously you can't see it in a can, but if you got one of the 1 liter bottles from the store, you could see
was
the
bad.
sugar sitting in it at
Really?
the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah, it would settle. You'd have to like get a little shaky shake.
There was a resurgence on Surge, pun.
Yeah. Like
Um,
10 years ago.
No, it wasn't even 10 years ago, was it?
Close to it. I bought, like, they had them on Amazon for a week, and I bought a case.
My wife would go, like, whenever she would go get gas,
My
she would
wife.
bring me home Surge.
Oh, yeah. Amazon did like a re-release, and you can only buy them as a flat. So you had to buy like 24 of them.
Did it taste the same?
It tasted the same.
Okay.
Turns out I can't handle that level of sugar anymore. Like, I had one, and I was like, this is good for nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I had the one, and that's all I need.
I'm getting to the point where I cannot have normal Mountain Dew anymore.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's so bad.
Like, I only drink Diet Dr. Pepper if I drink it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
too
drink
sweet
the Mountain Dew
otherwise.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Too sweet.
Yeah.
When I used to, back in the day when I was at McDonald's, working at McDonald's in high school, I would mix like 50-50 diet and regular.
Yes.
That was perfect.
Weird.
I like Diet Coke with a little splash of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, interesting.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cocktail.
But I also was one of those suicide kids
Oh,
where it
absolutely.
would be like
When I was a
the
kid-
whole soda fountain.
Yeah.
We called that swamp water.
Ah.
My
But-
dad called it a suicide. I always called
Yeah.
it a suicide.
Anytime but it always tasted like Dr. Pepper to me. If you mixed all the
really?
flavors, yes.
Oh, really?
Which is why
Nothing
I'm
wrong
thinking
with
when you
that.
said you would do Diet Coke with a little bit of Dr. Pepper, I'm thinking, wouldn't the Dr. Pepper just take over?
No, I do
No.
Diet Dr. Pepper with regular Dr.
Well,
Pepper.
yeah, you do, but she said
Oh.
she would do
I do Diet Coke with a splash of Dr. Pepper in
Yeah.
it. It's just like just enough flavor and sugar that it tricks my brain.
Right. Kind of get rid of like the diet taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. So, not beer related at all, but whatever.
Yeah.
just
soda.
fun.
Yeah. So, who wants to go to Hooters?
To try the Mountain Dew seltzer, yes.
Yes.
We don't have any
delicious
around
wings.
here anymore.
We used to, and
Yeah,
it hasn't been there
I
for a
don't
while.
know where there's a
Yeah.
Hooters
Now
anymore.
Maybe
it's a
there's
Starbucks.
one?
It is.
I don't know.
It's in 58 restaurants right now, so they're somewhere. It's probably all in like Alabama or something.
58 restaurants in
Yeah.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Hooters.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Hooters, Roll Tide, and Mountain Dew.
Do the do.
Breakfast of Champions.
That's great.
All right, I want to hit some music over here. I'm going to say hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
And don't forget to follow us all on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at Flex Me Beer _ in between. Flex is.
So good.
Now I'm like sneezing. Find Monica on the socials at Momo a Go Go. Lots of O's at
Yes.
the end. And of course, Pedals and Pints socials and Flex with his shadow. The tongue really seals it there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But
for
why are
hanging out
there
with us again.
two?
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Huh?
I said, why are there two?
Oh, it's an eclipse. It's like a
Yeah.
dick shadow eclipse or something.
It's a dick clips.
Dick eclipse. I'm just glad we can end this really classily. So,
Not
This
to
is-
be confused with dick lips.
right. No,
Wow,
very
yeah.
different. Yeah.
Dick
Super
clips.
Eclipse.
different.
Yeah. Got to put the right emphasis.
We
on the
need a
right
whole nother
syllable.
Yes.
show for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really do.
Yeah, dick clips, take 2.
Only in Boston accents, though.
Oh, God. Your fucking dick lips over there. So dumb. So sorry.
Like,
Oh, I
don't
think
they
I-
just say dick clips? Like,
Oh, God. I think I said everything I was supposed to say. I hope everyone stays very well hydrated.
and on that note,
Good night, everybody.